Hey, frag heads and fragrance lovers, welcome back. It's Benjamin here at the Centaur Fragrance Channel, coming back at you with another wonderful fragrance review. Today, we're going to be talking about Bvlgari Man Black Orient. This is a flanker. This is not the original Bvlgari Man in Black. This is the Black Orient flanker. And I'm going to just tell y'all first off, I'm going to give this a raving review. This is a masterpiece to me. This is a beautiful creation and a beautiful fragrance. This, to me, is more of a, it's called Black Orient. It's more of a Oriental style or a little bit more of Arabian twist on the original. If you don't know the original, this is a beautiful cardamom fragrance with a lot of beautiful tuberose. It has rum in the opening, a very beautiful, almost woody dry down, and it's just so smooth. It's so gentlemanly and it's so classy. This fragrance adds Taif rose. I know that this fragrance is not near expensive to have real Taif rose, which is a particularly dry, spicy rose to my nose. But it's wonderful, and I love that addition to this fragrance. It's just so charming. I do wish that there was saffron off the top, but there's leathery nuances. The beautiful tuberose is here, the rum is here, and again, if I didn't say leather, this is just a beautiful leathery fragrance. Leathery, spicy, boozy, charming, and smooth. Very romantic. A very nice fragrance. It does smell a little bit oud-like, but not particularly oudy. If you're wondering if this was a oud fragrance through and through, this is not a oud, really a oud fragrance at all. I do have some sprayed on my arm here, and the oud really doesn't come out to me in a big way. Yeah, I don't think you should be expecting that from this fragrance at all. It's just a beauty. It's very well composed, and it has all the notes that I really like in this style of fragrance, and this is exactly what I was looking for. I gave the original Man in Black high ratings. I still love it. I still adore it. But I kind of gravitate towards this one a little bit more. I think that this one's even better, but you do have to like more Arabian-esque fragrances, more Middle Eastern leaning fragrances. But again, don't expect oud, don't expect anything scary. But this is a little bit more exotic. It's a little bit more spicy, and it's going to be a little bit more unusual. In the designer world, I love that a designer brand is bringing something out this unique, this interesting, and this different. Bvlgari sometimes does that, and there's a brand here and there that'll bring out something interesting in the designer world, in the designer spectrum. This is one of the most unique, one of the best interesting designer fragrances out there. If you're looking for something, definitely in that kind of ballpark, kind of getting away from the blue fragrances and the aquatics and something that's particularly light. This is definitely on the opposite side of the spectrum. Performance wise, this is definitely an 8-hour fragrance. It honestly doesn't have monstrous projection. I think that the original Man in Black projects more than this fragrance, but this one might last a little bit longer, and the sillage is a little bit better. This is definitely a parfum concentration, eau de parfum, and it gets you good performance. It's very respectable, and it also is a charming, seductive, kind of slightly dark fragrance, so that adds to the appeal, that adds to the seductive quality of this fragrance. So compliment factor wise, going out and about with this fragrance, this is a charmer. It does smell a little bit exotic and a little bit unusual. I do get better attention with my gourmands. I do have to be honest with y'all. I love this fragrance and I'm raving about it. But I do get better attention with some of my blue fragrances when I used to wear those, and my gourmands. My gourmands always do a wonderful job. Always do. This is a beautiful thing, but it's gonna pull people in a dark, seductive manner. People who maybe likes things a little bit avant-garde, a little bit unusual, a little bit different. This is very interesting stuff, and is really going to speak with you with your character. I think that you definitely have to have the right character to pull it off, and the right personality. Definitely be dressed up. Definitely be wearing something interesting, stylish, and interesting with this fragrance. Again, with my reviews, I like to be out here with nature. I like to connect with you all in a really personal way. So I usually don't dress up, but just imagine me in a wonderful black outfit, something dark and charming. Definitely goes with that kind of fragrance, or that outfit goes with this fragrance. Beautiful stuff, my friends. Beautiful fragrance. But so what do I think about the price? This is still can be found. I'm pretty sure it's discontinued. It came out a year or two ago. I don't see it on shelves. I don't see anybody talking about it. You can find. I don't know if it ever came in a bigger size. I cannot find anywhere online where I particularly find a bigger size bottle or anything of that sort. I only can find these 2 ounces for 50 odd, $60. So I think it's well worth the price at that. Above that, I don't know if it's going to be really recommended to buy this fragrance above $60 for 2 ounces. Again, this is 2 ounces. This is not a 3.4. You're getting less juice, and it's not heavily discounted. This is not your $20, $30 cheapie. This is a little bit more classy and a little bit more upscale. But if you love the exotic Middle Eastern fragrances, if you love the spicy fragrances, the leathery fragrances, if you're a lover of maybe the slightly boozy fragrances like I am, the rum doesn't come out as much in this fragrance as I would like, and I would love more. I would love saffron as a punch to this fragrance, but it still is a wonderful creation, very well done, and one of my most seductive fragrances on this list, no doubt about it. Or I mean, just in my collection, in my fragrance world, very seductive, a big charmer. So, this is my review and my opinion of this fragrance. Let me know, have you heard about this fragrance? In my opinion, this is almost never talked about. I think I might be one of the only reviews or reviewers who's ever talked about this in the fragrance world. I think there's very few reviews of this out there. And this is a fragrance that probably is going to go a little bit into obscurity. This is not for everybody out there. This fragrance is not for somebody who just wants mass appealing aquatics, just wants to smell really nice. This is not for somebody who might just love Invictus and Dior Sauvage and those kinds of things. This is definitely tippy-toeing and almost falling into the world of niche. This is definitely approaching that kind of area of unique, interesting, and exotic. So take this as you will. I definitely adore this fragrance, as y'all definitely can see. And let me know, again, do you like Bvlgari? I think Bvlgari does a wonderful job. I think that Bvlgari, especially in the designer world of fragrances, is criminally underrated. I mean, for what you're getting and the quality and the smell, the aquatic line, and just about everything that Bvlgari seems to touch is just wonderful. Sometimes the performance could be better on some of them, but this one definitely performs, and it's wonderful. I do have to say in my closing remarks, I forgot to say that the tobacco doesn't come through as much in this fragrance. Tobacco really isn't a big player. The original Man in Black has a lot of tobacco. It's a lot more boozy. It's a lot more rum-like. But this still has a lot of charm to it. It doesn't have to have the tobacco. It's got its own little magic. So anyways, my friends, wear what you love, rock what you got, and if you liked my content today, please help me out. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the video, tell a friend, and when you hit the notification bell, please hit all notifications. And I also didn't mention, but isn't this bottle darn purty? Anyways, I'll see you next time, my friends. Wear what you love, rock what you got, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.